All right, here we go. Dr. Keeler, get his glasses on so he can see. The night before the snow day. Was the night before the school day, and all across town, a big storm began piling up snow on the ground. We've already had that one time, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. This is
My snowsuit was hung in the mudroom with care. I got out a wool hat and mittens and a waterproof pair. See how the dog? I have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
You all have dogs?
I have two. I have three.
I have to hear. What if it is a blizzard? Said Mom. That's a pretty good chance. So I crossed my fingers and I did a snow dance. Any of you all ever done a snow dance?
Yeah.
And just to make sure, beyond any doubt, I wore my pajamas turned inside out. Have you ever heard anybody doing that before? Brings luck. That night, I nestled all snug in my bed while visions of snowball fights danced in my head. How many of you ever had a snowball fight? Yeah, they're fun too, aren't they? And my mom woke me up way too early the next morning, and she said school was canceled due to severe weather warning. Has your mom ever done that before you? Yeah. That's kind of exciting, isn't it?
But she's
Okay, and here's a picture of Mom and everybody looking out the window, the dog and the looked like a cat. When I looked outside, I let out a cheer. My wish came true. A snow day was here. And back here a couple weeks ago, we had a big snow day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Snow days, about 15 inches of snow. After sleeping in late, my mom made me pancakes in the shape of snowmen and lacy snowflakes. Of course, the dog and the cat like that.
But they're not allowed to eat it.
I bet.
The dogs are saying
And let's see. We played board games back at the crackling fire until the storm stopped, leaving snow piled up even higher. Have you ever played games with your mom and dad during snow days?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, well.
My mommy, daddy, my mom has to do stuff, and my dad might be at work.
Okay. I helped Dad with the driveway. We shoveled and scooped, and when we got to the end, we were so super pooped, tired. Have you ever helped shovel snow?
Yeah.
Brr, said my dad. I'm going inside. Not me. It was time to take my sled for a ride. How many of you have ever rode your sled in the snow?
Me.
Oh man, that is, you can't beat that, can you? That's one of the best things in the world to do. Down the hill she goes. I went with my friends to the neighborhood hill. We raced to the bottom, and Jeb took a spill. Jeb's her friend. Look at the dog. He came around. He's running with them. Up and down we went, over and over again. We made a train with our sleds. Look, there are 10. When I was a kid, we used to make trains with our sleds. We'd hook our feet to each other's sled and go down the hill. Boy, that was cool too. I remember that. And then we built forts. Jeb yelled, "Snowball fight!" Within a matter of seconds, snowballs crisscrossed in flight. And soon, my fingers and toes were tingling and freezing. Have you ever had your fingers get real cold?
Yes, I did that yesterday when I was feeding my cat.
I hurried inside and drank a cup of cocoa. I told Mom and Dad I love playing in the snow. And don't get me wrong, I like school. I do. But a special day off is so much fun too. I think everybody here likes school, don't you?
Yeah.
That's
I like school.
But everybody likes the day off of school once in a while for a snow day, don't they? That night on the street, there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. The plow, how it rumbled with its blade, oh so wide, it cleared off the street, making banks on each side. That happens here in the city, doesn't it? You know what that means? Mom said, as she tucked me in tight, it's back to school tomorrow. Sometimes that's a little tough after you've been off a while, but no, not if it keeps snowing tonight. So we all have already had a couple snow days, haven't we?
We got a lot of snow days.
Yeah, we've missed 3 the last storm, and then we have one other day we missed. Now, I wanted to tell you how we determine whether or not we go to school. How many of you know Mr. Bucky, the transportation bus man?
Wait, what?
Bucky Buchanan, all right?
I've never
Mr. Bucky helps me in the morning when there's snow on the ground. I gotta make a determination whether to close school or to go 2 hours late.
Close school.
And so he gets up at 5 o'clock and he takes one side of town and I drive the other side of town. And there's 2 big hills that we check first. Now listen to this, there's 2 big hills. One is Lombardy Street, which comes up here to your school, Lombardy. The second one is the high school hill.
Wow, oh yeah.
Has any of y'all been up the high school
Yeah,
hill?
I go up there every single day when I have to switch schools.
So you know how steep that is.
I
Usually, if they're not passable or they're too slick, we'll call school off then. But sometimes we also, all the time, we go up all through the streets, all through town. Up 23rd Street, 24th Street, and all the cross streets. Elm and Maple. Yeah. We check and see, not just for snow, but for ice as well. Because that can be bad. Hold on, I'll let you take the question here in a second. So, Mr. Bucky is one of my helpers, and also Mr. Mason, Mr. Jimmy, who is head of maintenance. He helps too, because he's got a big job. You know what he does? After it snows, somebody's got to clean up all these sidewalks. So Mr. Mason gets with the custodians and they get their snow plows, their snow blowers out, and they clean up the walks. And what do they usually sprinkle down on the walks?
Salt.
Salt. You see it when you come back to school, don't you? And they'll put it down for a couple days in order to keep it where the ice is not gathering up. It'll melt. So there's a couple things that I'm going to ask you now. I hope I can see who's been paying attention, because this is really, really important. But I got to get my money out of here, so I'm going to give away $2, right?
You're rich.
Well, I just got ones. One.
You're really rich.
All right, here we go. Now let's be sure we can. Are we quick now?
Yes.
Okay, raise your hand. Oh, that's good. Put it back down. That's real good. Now you got to pay attention to what I said. The first $1. Who is the transportation director?
Mr. Bucky.
You got it. Just give him a big hand. He just got $1. And what does he do?
He puts salt down on that with that other guy, and he also helps you, and you go on the other side of town, and he goes on the other.
Good job. Good job. Give him my big hand. All right. You know, when Dr. Keeler comes in, I like to give away dollars because you learn to earn, okay? When I see you paying attention and listening, it makes me happy, okay? And your teacher's doing a great job. I know you love your teacher, so She's done a great job with you this year. All right, last question. Who makes, put your hands down, who makes the final decision on closing school? I didn't say put your hand up yet, because I always got to say put your hands up. I like doing that. See how fast you are. Put your hands up. All right. Who makes the final decision to close school? You got it. Give that man a big hand for a $1 winner. Now, but you do me a favor, because I like reading to you guys. I'll try to come back. I like to come back. I'd like to read you a story about my dog, Keeler. And maybe if she's good, I can bring her in here and she can visit with you. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, today is what? Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day, okay? Make every day a good day. All right? Come up and shake my hands. Good to see you, pal. Nice to meet you. I like the Eagles. The ball, man. You an Eagles fan?
So funny.
Come on up. Let me shake your hand.
He was afraid of me.
Huh? I am too. Are you really?
He touched me.
Good. I'll bring you a hat then. What's your name?
He's Ramsey.
Okay.
Ramsey.
All right. Good job.
I didn't even know who.
Good to meet you guys. Have a good day.
Then I got one. That was the team.
It's cold. How you
Thank
doing?
you. I thought it was the other thing.